Today I'm going to show you a really great way to upcycle socks if you've got old socks, or like me, if someone bought you these socks for Christmas and they are so small I couldn't get them on. They didn't realise how small they were. There's no sewing involved in this either, which is great. All you're going to need, a pair of socks, some wadding, stuffing, a few cotton wool balls, some string and some elastic bands. Now, word of warning, this is not suitable for really young children or for babies, so please don't give it to babies or really young children when it's finished, but it is very cute. So first thing you need to do is sort your sock out. Now if your sock's like this, what you need to do is pull it so it's no longer like that and you've got your seam running from your toe across that way, because these two bits are going to make the ears. I can't remember who showed me how to make this. I wish I could remember, because I would definitely credit them. Now this is where you take your cotton balls and you put inside one of the socks up into the corner like that. See, you've got a little cotton ball there. I've only got half a cotton ball now. If you want to sew this is where you would sew it, but obviously I'm doing a no sew one. Don't give it to your pets either. I wouldn't recommend you do that. So that's your first ear, and then you take your other half of your cotton wool bud and you do that in the other corner as well. I could do with some smaller elastic bands really, but there we go. So now we got the two ears, look. So this is where we're going to stuff it, and we're going to put this in. Now, if you haven't got any wadding, then use cotton wool, but I've got wadding, so... And we're going to stuff it, not too tight or too full, down to about the heel. Bit more in there, I think. Yep, so we got like a sausage there. That's down to the heel there, which we'll be using in a minute. So this is where we're going to actually tie this off now. So you've got it down to the heel. You're going to pull that to the back of the sock, so the sock bends that way round. Can you look? Can you see? And now what we're going to do is we're going to tie that off using another elastic band. But again, if you want to sew this, you could sew it. Now those elastic bands won't show at the end. We'll do something with that to stop them showing. I think I must have got the stretchiest elastic bands to do this with. And this is why you shouldn't really give it to young children or pets, really. You don't want to be giving it to your dog either. Unless you've sewn it, and then it would be fine for my dog, because she doesn't pull things apart. And this is where you want to take your string and just cut yourself a bit of string at the moment, like that sort of length. And this is where you're going to tie this around the middle, and that's going to make the waist. Don't tie it too tight. You'll see why in a minute. So that'll be tight enough there for the waist. Double knot. Another double knot. Trim that off. Yep, that's tight enough. So that's going all the way around. It doesn't matter where that knot is at the minute. Again, that's not going to be seen. So now we've got all that, we don't need all that spare, and that's why it's good to use just small, short socks, really. So we can get rid of all that, like that. So that'll be where his tail's going. And this is where you're going to make his legs and his tail. So you'll take your other sock, and you'll use a whole cotton wool bud for this. Or you can put two together, it's up to you. But I'm going to use a whole cotton wool bud here, and I'm going to tie off exactly the same way as I did last time, but for the ears here at the foot of that sock. So you can see that's bigger than that one, because they're the ears. That's going to be one of its feet or legs. So now we've got both legs. So this is where we then put this onto our little bear, and we want that to go all the way down there. So this is his legs, and we've got that little tail that we've trimmed off already. Gonna stick out. We're gonna pull that right up to there. So that's his little legs, and there's his tail. Now grab hold of that tail like that, and this is where you want to tie this off again. Again, if you want to sew this, you would just sew it off. So now what you want to do is roll this back down till it comes to about 3/4 of an inch over that string, or about 2 centimeters, I would say. And we're going to cut this off. So we're going to trim that all the way around like this, making sure you don't cut into the bit underneath. And now we've got that there. We've got our bit of string. It's actually gone down a little bit. I want that there. It needs to be about 3/4 of the way between its base here, or its tail, and the top of its head. So it needs to be about there. Then we roll that up. I can cut a bit more off that, actually. This is where we're going to put the arms in. So we want to put the arms in line with the legs. And we're just going to pop that one there, pop that one there. And then all this excess fabric here we're going to tuck that under that bit of string that we put in. I think it might have been my auntie that showed me this when I was a kid. I can't remember. I wish I could remember. And now we'll tie off those arms in exactly the same way as we've done everything else. So now we've got the arms there, ears, tail, and the feet. So this is where we're going to hide all this here now, and we can tidy it up a little bit to make sure that it looks all right and it's in the right position. Now all we need to do is take a bit of ribbon. I'm using red ribbon, I don't know why. And then I'm going to wrap that around there, like that. Pull it in a little bit more so it looks a little bit tighter. Okay. And now I'm going to tie that off here in a double knot. And then we've got a little scarf on the bear. If you've got really small elastic bands, none of these elastic bands will show, but I haven't, so I've had to show you in what I've got. And then with the bit of the sock that you've got left over from where you've cut the leg off, all I'm doing is clumping that up together like that, put a bit of a twist in it, and then I'm taking another elastic band here, and I'm going to tighten that off quite tight. And this always works better if you've done a couple of these in different colours, because then you can give them a little bobble hat, look, because that will sit on there like that. Bit of ribbon around that top of that hat to match the scarf, and now you've got a little bubble hat. Like I said, if it was in a different colour, it would look really, really good. So you can put that on there like that, and all I use to fix that on with is, if you've got fabric glue, use fabric glue. If you've got no fabric glue, then you'll have to do the same as what I do and use a little bit of hot glue gun. But you could, if you were sewing this bear, then you could obviously sew that as well. And then to finish him off, you need to pop some eyes on him. I'm using googly eyes. You could use beads, or if you've got a light coloured sock, you could even use a marker pen, fabric marker pen, to put them on. But I love googly eyes. I just think of, I don't know what it is. Just, they make me laugh. And then I'm going to put a little bow here, and then a little bow there on each of the ears, like that. Get rid of some of these thready bits that keep coming off. And obviously, he does need a mouth. And for the mouth, all I'm going to use is a piece of string here. So I'm going to give him a little mouth like that, going on there. And now we just need a nose. For the nose, I'm going to use a little pom-pom. And there we have a no-sew sock bear. Let me know what you think. Really simple to make, easy to make. You could make these with your kids. Use patterned socks, different coloured socks. Hope you've enjoyed this project. I'll link everything that I've used in the description below. Boop the like button and hit that subscribe button. And check out the video that I've got coming up next. That'll be another great crafting video that I'm sure that you'll enjoy. Don't forget, leave me a comment and enjoy your crafting. Take care. Bye.